What is mental illness? Well, according to Google, mental illness refers to the wide range of mental health issues, disorders that affect your mood, your behavior, and your thinking. And I just so happen to suffer from a few of these. At the age of 9, I was misdiagnosed with ADHD and took the medications until I was around 14 years old. I decided to stop taking my meds because it made me feel like less of a person. We later figured out that I also happened to suffer from depression. Plot twist, right? Due to the fact that I took my ADHD meds for so long, my depression developed very quickly and my life kept going downhill. I never wanted to get out of my bed, spent the whole 2 months doing absolutely nothing, not even eating and drinking, which caused me to get very sick. I didn't think it was because I was depressed. I thought it was just being lazy. In my mind, depression just meant that I cried all the time and I wanted to kill myself. And boy, was I wrong. Although it can be different for others, I'm speaking on behalf of my own experience. I lost an interest in everything, didn't have any hobbies anymore, and I didn't even want to talk to my family members. I started to develop insomnia, sleeping only around 3 hours on a good night, and eating and drinking almost nothing. I started to get very angry so quickly, and my parents, of course, blamed it on PMS and puberty. When I did go out, I gave no shits about my decisions and the repercussions I would follow. To me, my life was worthless and I felt nothing. Doing these reckless things made me feel excited. And of course, I wanted to kill myself. Another mental illness that happens to follow most people that have depression is anxiety. My anxiety causes me to have severe stage fright as well as panic attacks every now and then for absolutely no reason. I lived in this little comfort zone my whole life and I never wanted to leave. At the beginning of the semester, I had no idea what leadership class was, but decided to take it because it sounded cool. And that was a great choice. Having to do events and being the one that's in charge, having to coordinate everything, forced me to start giving a shit again. Even though people outside the class view this leadership class as a supervised spare because we don't really do any actual schoolwork, you're always doing something. If you don't have your own event to do, you're helping someone else with theirs. And if you have more than one event, it's endless planning for you. I started to plan out my life, to plan my days out. A schedule that was busy enough that I would get my ass out of the house and stop feeling sorry for myself. Made sure that I took my meds when I was instructed to, and eventually started living a life a teenage girl should. Because the class requires a lot of presenting in front of a large sum of people, I started to feel more comfortable talking in front of groups. Although I didn't think the panic attacks were ever quite gone, or ever will, as a matter of fact. I like to think that the more I force myself to experience in life, the less scared I'll be. The class pushed me out of my comfort zone so far that I don't think I could find the path that leads back to the sad, self-loathing hole that I was in not too long ago. One of the events that I was in charge of with a few others completely derailed and just became a giant mess. Everything started to fall apart, and I thought that there was no fixing the situation. My anxiety took the best of me, and I thought that was the end of it. Using the skills I learned in this class, I was able to work through this mess. This class taught me to just relax, take in information one piece at a time, and everything will be fine at the end. That there is always a solution to a problem. Kind of like a go with the flow type thing. Everything will eventually work out in the end.